I'm Bridget of the SOLIDAGO School of Herbalism here on Deer Isle, Maine, and we're at the beautiful Scott's Landing Preserve. I'm here with Jake from the Island Heritage Trust, and today we're bringing you a holiday special on herbal quarantinis. A fun holiday herbal cocktail to make is what I like to call Balsam Baby. And it's basically infused cranberry vodka, infused balsam fir vodka, some balsam fir simple syrup, and a little bit of citrus and bubbly water. So let's get into it. Here I have the cranberry infused vodka. A little secret trick, if you make it yourself, freeze your cranberries first, take them out of the freezer, chop them up, and fill a jar with them, and then fill the jar again with your choice of vodka. And you can let it steep. This has really only been steeping for a few days, but you can also let it soak for a number of days. And so we're going to do about an ounce of that into our cup. The next ingredient is the balsam fir infused vodka. So this you can harvest off of your holiday tree or right off of any balsam fir around you. You can also substitute it for spruce or pine. And it's basically you just chop or cut up your needles and put them in a jar and cover them with vodka. This has more of a stronger flavor to it. It almost smells like gin. It has that kind of evergreeny smell to it. So we'll put an equal amount of that into our cup. And then as a sweetener, you can make a balsam fir syrup. I made my syrup with honey. So you basically use equal parts fir needles, water, and you bring that to a simmer, and you simmer it for maybe 20 minutes or even 30 minutes, make a really nice strong tea. And then I like to add a half a part of honey. If you want to use sugar, you use a full part of sugar. Honey is a little sweeter than sugar, but I also find it has a richer flavor to it. So it's the sugar simple syrups I find to be a little too sweet for my taste. And that you don't need nearly as much, maybe a half of an ounce into your drink. And then a little citrus splash. I like to use these little tangerines or mandarins or whatever is available this time of year. And just squeeze it in there. And then, just to lighten it up a little, just top it off with some bubbly water. Give it a stir. Look at that beautiful holiday color. And then you can dress it up with a fancy little garnish, which is basically a fir branch or a twig with a cranberry and a tangerine stuck on the end, and you're ready to go. Cheers. Another classic herbal holiday beverage is a mulled wine, or you can do a mulled cider to make it alcohol-free. And these are often done with spices that you would commonly find in your spice cabinet. So where this has been a series of foraged herbal cocktails, you can go foraging this winter in your own spice rack and see what you can find. So basically, the mulled wine is a heated wine that contains some major components of ingredients. One component would be a fruit. So you can do apple, you could do orange and lemon, citrus, or you could do pomegranate and cranberry. Whatever you have or whatever you're inclined to try out, you can be as creative or as simple as you'd like to be. Then you're going to want to add your spices. So this is in a pot with a whole bottle of wine. So I added 1 apple sliced. And then you'll add your spices, and I prefer the chai spices. So your standard chai spices are ginger, cinnamon, clove, cardamom, and star anise. If you like it extra spicy, you can put a little black peppercorns in there too. Or again, whatever spices you have. I like to use the whole spices and fresh ginger root, but you can even use the powdered spices if that's all you have. And then you want to add some sort of sweetener. So you can add honey, or you could add a concentrated juice like apple cider or orange juice to match whatever fruit you're using. And then you just simmer that on a low heat for like 10 or 20 minutes, cover it and let it steep for a while, and then you can rewarm it to drink it. Or you can just heat it for a long time on low and slow, or even in a crock pot on low if you want to really develop some depth of flavor. So the longer and the slower and the softer of a temperature you use, the more flavor will come out. But if you're, in the mood and you want it in 20 minutes, you can do that too. So, and then, it's a nice warm beverage. You can drink it cold too if you'd like. And then you can garnish it with, an apple slice and a stick of cinnamon, or, whatever, like a slice of orange or whatever the fruit is that's in your wine. It makes a lovely holiday present that you can give to people, mulled wine or even mulled spice kits that then your friends can make their own mulled wine with. So I hope you try it out, get creative with it, see what you like. Here's wishing you a healthful and joyful holiday season from the SOLIDAGO School of Herbalism here on Deer Isle, Maine.